What is up, human debris and Galahorn peacekeepers? I am just a simple new type. And in this episode, we are returning to Iron-Blooded Orphans. Last time, Tekadon and the Turbines went up against the Brewers. Akihito was reunited with Masahiro, but was short-lived when Masahiro was killed in action. McGillis, we don't need to talk about him right now. And the team held a funeral for their lost comrades. This time, Tekadon makes it to the Earth colonies, but the workers are preparing for a rebellion. The team accidentally gets mixed up in a battle. So let's get into this. Kudelia and Fumitan talk about boys. Ew! They have finally made it to the Earth colonies. They head to Dort 2. Dort 3 is where all the wealthy elites of Earth seem to live. Behind all the colonies is Earth. Everyone gazes at the planet for the first time. They have to make deliveries to Dort 2 for Tewaz. While they are handling shipment, Fumitan, Atra, and Kudelia will head to Dort 3 for some shopping. Mika and Biscuit will join them for protection. The Turbines have the Gusion in their possession. They take off that frog head to reveal a Gundam head underneath. Akihito really wants to pilot it. The Turbines have a base of operations at Dort 6, which is where they're heading during all of this. Naze reminds Tekadon that Galahorn in the Earth's sphere are more competent than the ones on Mars. Unlike the lawlessness of Mars, this place has law and order, so they will have to behave themselves. A ship approaches the Isaribi. Dort 2 seems to be expecting them. The workers of Dort 2 were expecting Kudelia, as she is seen as a hero. In some areas, and Tekadon, her knights. The guys go, "What's a knight?" At Dort 3, the girls tell Biscuit and Mika, "Yo, you guys stink." Atra says she can't be around Natty. Damn, Atra just threw the only black guy under the bus. Mechanics probably do stink though. Biscuit tells Mika that he used to live in the slums of the Dort colonies. He says that he also has a brother that lives here, which is his motivations for coming back, even though he is very hesitant. Atra tells him to imagine if Akihito could see his brother earlier, and that is all the motivation he needed. Back on Dort 2, the workers are underpaid, and the bottom line is the goal around the Earth sphere. Because of this, sick pay isn't paid, leave is minimal, and people are overworked. They look at Kudelia as hope for change around the Earth sphere. Perhaps what is happening on Mars can happen here. They are a symbol of hope. Orga wonders how they heard of them. He simply says their sponsor. Biscuit calls his brother Savarin, which is a sweet cake. I was hoping his name would be Bagel. Biscuit and Bagel teaming up. They agree to meet. Savarin is looking at Tekadon data when he tells him that he works for them, and the mood changes. At Dort 2, Orga realizes that they were delivering mobile workers to these very rebellious people. They all look at Meribit like, "What's going on, man?" Oh, and fully automatic weapons too. Orga demands to know who these workers' sponsor is. They say it's Kudelia's proxy. They were told Tekadon will provide them with weapons. They have been set up. That is when the police come in. They try to arrest the workers, but they all say screw it, and the revolution begins. Tekadon bails. They can't be caught in between this. Atra goes to help Biscuit, leaving Kudelia to be awkward around Mika. During this entire episode, Fumitan has been acting sketchy. She seems to not be on Kudelia's side. The workers are able to force the police to retreat. They will be back soon, however. Nobilis is informed of what is going on the colonies. He wonders why Fumitan is going off the book. Biscuit meets with his brother and notices Atra with him. He says he has to accommodate one more person, but makes a call to bring the police. The workers live in the slums of Dort 2. They will most likely live there their whole lives, and never even visit the lavish lifestyles that are seen on Dort 3. They say a man named Savarin was once one of them, but was adopted and became an executive that does mediation between the rich and the poor. Meanwhile, Savarin has Biscuit and Atra captive. Atra pretends that she is Kudelia. Meanwhile, Naze is doing, I guess, wife management? Having this many bitches is hard and needs organization. Orga is informed by one of the workers' inside men that Biscuit and Atra have been captured. Orga says, "They got my cook!" He contacts Mika and informs them of the situation. Mika goes to save them alone. Galio is trying to gain entry into the colonies, but the regulatory bureau may have caused pushback. The captain tells them they might start a revolution if they enter. It isn't because they are Galahorn. It is because they are part of the 7 Stars. They are on a Half-Beak class ship. The Half-Beak class ship is Galahorn's main vessel and is equipped with an Ahab reactor and nano-laminate armor. The bridge can retract into the body. It has a catapult at the bottom of the ship. Weapons include a main gun, anti-aircraft guns, and missile launchers. It also has an anchor. Savarin tries to get info out of Biscuit, but he says, "You know, Cookie and Cracker are doing pretty well." After arguing, he tells his brother that Atra isn't Kudelia, but his brother is losing all sense of rationality. A masked man approaches Fumitan and Kudelia. He tells them to get out of here as an uprising is about to take place. Nobilis is the one that is trying to kill her. He also says, "By the way, Fumitan's working against you." Okay, bye. She finally admits the truth to Kudelia and runs away. Mika crashes a truck and takes out the guards and saves Biscuit and Natra. As they flee, Saverin tries to stop him, but Biscuit says Tekadon is his family now, and they leave. The workers go, "All right, boys, let's get this revolution started." Tekadon heads back to the hotel to find Kudelia is nowhere to be found. Mika goes to look for Kudelia with Atra following behind. The others have to get back to the Isaribi before the rebellion starts. The workers don't want this to become a battle because they can't win against Galahorn. They just want to use enough force to bring them back to the negotiating table. Oh, that's never gonna work. We flash back to Kudelia's childhood where she learns a lesson in distribution of wealth. Meanwhile, the Aryan Hood fleet makes their way towards the colony. I know it's a Welsh word, but it sounds pretty close to another one. Fumitan runs into some G-men who tell her to stop messing around and to handle Kudelia. Their boss isn't happy with her. Saverin can't bring forth negotiations and things are getting tense. The workers begin announcing their demands. Fumitan wonders who she is fighting for when she runs into Kudelia. She leads them towards the workers who think she is here for them. Mika spots her on the news. Atra runs to warn the others. Face touch. An explosion goes off. Galio's ship caused the explosion. This causes a riot to break out. Galahorn is using their mobile workers for riot control. The SAU-17 SAU mobile worker is equipped with a 200mm cannon and a machine gun. So yeah, the workers never had a chance. Somehow Kudelia is the only one who survived this mob. Snipers try to take her out. As they shoot, Fumitan steps in and protects Kudelia. She gives back an old necklace from their past. Fumitan dies on top of Kudelia, and Mika finds the two. She drags her away as she is in shock over Fumitan's death. The news reporters bail as apparently this is happening on all of the Dork colonies. This has sparked a revolution. They all regroup at the hotel. McMurdo calls Nobilis saying he is short-sighted. Kudelia isn't someone that you kill to start a rebellion. She is someone that will grow with the rebellion. McMurdo wants to do business with Nobilis. More workers are being rounded up as the rebellions continue throughout the other colonies. The news tells the workers that Navona, the workers' lead, is dead. Over at Dort 4, the workers infiltrate a factory and steal some mobile suits. These are Spinner Roadies. The UGY R38 Spinner Roadie is a general-purpose mobile suit used by various organizations and is mainly used for colony maintenance and civil engineering purposes. It has a movable sensor on the forehead and can adapt to space and colony use. The command units have an antenna on the head. Weapons include a rifle, the booster hammer, and a 4-tube anchor pod on each leg that fires spike rods. They launch. The Aryan Hood fleet launches to retaliate on the outside of the colonies. Grazes move in to attack. All the workers' mobile suits and their ship's missile pods are malfunctioning. They go down fast without their weapons working properly. Galio's team is watching from afar. This was all calculated by the Audit Bureau. They give the workers the hope they need to fight back. Then they crush them, thus eliminating all future hopes. As auditors, they are tipping their hand to see how Galahorn reacts to the conflict. Tekadon is trapped in the colony and can't make it to the Isaribi. They watch the news as the workers are getting obliterated. Orga wants to listen to Tewaz's orders, but Kudelia says that they can't head to Earth before helping out here. The news reporters are getting word to cut their feeds from the public and to stop reporting the truth. Tekadon needs to find an elevator. The news crew wants to interview Kudelia. Biscuit says go with it because the journalists have their own hangar. But why? Akihito is with the turbines. He's going to join up with Tekadon. Dante helps deliver Barbados. Careful, Dante. He takes in too much data. Dante and Nadi get Barbados to join the battle. Once Mika joins, so too do Galio and Ayn. Galio is in the Kamaris. He engages with Mika. The ASW-G-66 Gundam Kamaris is a Gundam frame from the Calamity Wars and has 2 Ahab reactors. This is a close combat mobile suit and uses the gun gear as its main weapon. This is a lance which is used for hit-and-run missions. This Gundam can turn on a dime. Other weapons include a combat knife and slash discs concealed in the shoulders. The rest of Tekadon make it to the back of the Isaribi. Shino launches in the Ryusei Go. The EB-06 TC-2 Ryusei Go, also known as a Graze Custom 2, is a Graze with Teiwaz parts. Specifically, it has the skirt of the Hyakuren. Tekadon salvaged the Alea Vignana system from a man roadie. Shino painted this unit with pink nanolaminate armor because he could. It also uses armor of the Kutan booster, which it can also attach. Weapons include a 120mm rifle, which can be reconfigured into a short rifle, and a battle axe. Ryusei Go means meteor in Japan. Oh, this is gonna blow up. Ayn in a Schwab Graze fights Shino. He says, "Hey man, that's Crank's old Graze. What did you do to it?" He was just getting over Crank too. You triggered him while fighting. Mika says, "Oh hey, it's Chocolate Man." "Hey Chocolate Man." Mika takes a slash disc to the face and drops his mace. Kudelia contacts Nobilis. This dude is either eating or naked every time we see him. Galio charges Mika when Akihito comes in piloting the Gusion Rebake. The ASW-G-11 Gundam Gusion Rebake is a modified version of Gusion after taken from the Brewers. This used modifications from the turbine, using spare parts from Gundam Barbados. The Leia Vignana system is taken from a Manrodi. Unlike the original, this has extra sensors making it capable of long-range support. It has 2 modes. Normal mode for close and medium range combat, and aiming mode for long range. Weapons include a shield, made of the Gusion's old back armor, a halberd, a 120mm long-range rifle, a smoothbore gun, a Gusion chopper, which is a hatchet, and a battle blade. Ein almost hits the Isaribi. The 7 Stars fleet are told to back off as the Ariant Hood fleet moves in. The 3 Tekken mobile suits prep for a fleet battle when Kudelia broadcasts herself to the world. And that will do it for this episode. Everyone except Mika got an upgrade this time. Rest in peace, Mommy Futan. But this will be the catalyst that helps Kudelia go full Lacus Climb. At the beginning, we are told that Galahorn has a tight grip around the Earth sphere, but that grip was merely a bunch of loose threads that came undone. Next time, Tekken will have to make their way to Earth, but they are going to be met with Galahorn forces. We learn more about the Masked Man, and Kudelia finally meets with Arbrow. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, Biscuit's brother should have been called Milk Toast because his character design was so boring. Got him! Peace.